At this point, we've nearly had like a 5-month streak with people getting exposed with being pedophiles, specifically content creators or influencers. This is like the 5th month in a row we've had someone get exposed as a child predator. The sad reality is that everyone, including me, and by everyone I mean like the people who aren't really against trans people, everyone, including me, defended this dude for the longest time. But now, like all of this dude's credibility for me and almost everyone on the internet within the past 2 days is gone entirely. If you guys don't know who I'm talking about, Kris Tyson. He recently got exposed for messaging children and actually having relationships with them, like as just friends, basically just commonly known as a grooming tactic. I honestly can't imagine being one of the most liked people like on the internet to simply being one of the most disliked people. Like this one went to being one of the most respected people on the internet to being he's still respectable after he came out as trans, and like some people disliked him for that afterwards, but then now boom, he's a fucking pedophile. It's crazy how time can tell with things, and this is one of the situations. Now, the alleged victim at first, Lava GS, was 13 years old at the time and had a relationship with Kris for over 3 years, basically just being friends with him via Snapchat and being in a Discord call and even moderating for Kris. As of now, Lava GS, the alleged victim, is now 20 years old, and he came out and defended Kris, saying that he did nothing wrong, and he says that these are all massive lies, which it's honestly just sad to see that. But I mean, arguably, I don't want to say anything honestly, because like some people will say that oh well he's a victim. This is some people are gonna get into like some victims feel guilty and like psychological issues and stuff. But I don't know the whole thing. I don't want to touch on that part. But like I honestly feel bad that this dude doesn't realize that what he was going through was shitty. Like even what Kris came out and said. All of this was just edgy jokes, which Kris has had a past of doing. Because, this is not his first rodeo with getting into controversy when it comes to making edgy jokes. This is the thing. In this case, which we're gonna get to in a minute here, he has done this multiple times and actually have gone into actually buying actual child pornography. So when it gets to the point, it's not a joke. So I'm just gonna be unpacking this real quick. For an example, Lava GS was messaging Kris right under his main Twitter account, and so you can literally see all of this stuff happen in real time, under everyone's nose, but no one noticed it for the longest time. So these were being tweeted in real time back then, so everyone can see them. And years later, it is haunting this fucking dude. But anyways, so for an example, Lava GS was messaging Kris, talking about how he wanted to donate something. So Kris made a tweet saying, "Hey, $5 for nudes," and Lava GS sent him $1. And keep in mind, at this point, he was 14. So he was friends with Kris for a year at this point. We donated $1, and then Kris replied to him, "Why not the full 5 kissing face?" And as you all know, if you guys been keeping up with this whole situation over the course of the last 2 days, there is way more stuff that a guy named Prism42 went over. Amazingly, I don't know how all of us didn't realize this. Because this video is a month old when I'm recording this and posting this, more than likely. And it took us a month to realize that this video was blowing up and to realize that this dude was calling Kris out on these allegations. And somehow a month later, we just come to realize it, which amazes me. If you want to see every single encounter that Lava and Kris went through through Prison's video, go watch it. Because it's 42 minutes long, and if I were to go over everything that was said, this video would probably be a fucking hour and a half long. But I just want to address this and just get my thoughts on it. So if you want to go watch that, I'll put in a link in the description. When these allegations first came out, everyone was defending Kris, is saying that, oh, maybe he was joking around like he was before, and but the thing is, he did this for 3 fucking years straight. And then as these allegations were coming out, 24 hours later, I don't know why I'm holding up before, but 24 hours later, more stuff was coming out about more victims, when Kris was sending inappropriate jokes to them. Now it's kind of hard to say that if he was actually grooming them or not, even though at the beginning of the video I said that he was grooming them, but it's hard to say if he's grooming or not. Because, like, Kris is talking to them and making jokes, like, as if they were adults, but in reality, they're fucking 13-year-olds. Lots of people are comparing this to the Dr. Disrespect situation, but the thing is, like the major difference between this is that we don't know what Dr. Disrespect said. We know that Dr. Disrespect did this because he fucking admitted it. But the thing is, between Dr. Disrespect and Kris, we don't know what Dr. Disrespect said because that was never released. But we have all the screenshots from multiple victims of this whole scenario talking about, hey, like, fucking, like this is what Kris is doing. So in everyone's eyes, I'm not the only one that thinks this, like, why would you go so far with a joke to the point where you're actually buying actual child pornography and hanging it up on your wall for your friends to see in older videos? Like, that's just weird. I'm pretty sure no one goes that far to make a edgy joke. Like there is a point, like, to where, like, like, you know, maybe you're just being edgy, like, on Twitter, like most people do, on that platform, to the point that then you're actually buying, like, as soon as you go out and buy actual child pornography from a child porn artist, that is completely different, and then it changes entirely, so like, the volume changes, oh, like, you know, maybe it's a joke to, boom, he buys child porn, it's no longer a joke. It isn't. Like you can't cross it out, it's like, funny child porn. You know, that's funny. No, there's no way you can turn that around. You can't do it. I was looking at this photo, and like, in the screenshot, you can see, like Jimmy, like, aka Mr. Beast, as you guys all know, looking up that picture, like, what the actual fuck is that? Because I can't imagine being at my friend's house and just going into his room and seeing a random picture of some random drawn naked girl that you don't even know how old she is, because you look at that and it's like, huh, she looks kind of young. Who knows if she's underage or not? So it kind of puts you in an uncomfortable situation. If I was in that situation, I would just fucking walk out. The artist behind this, his name was Shadman, and I did not know who this dude was until the Kris allegations came out. But apparently, from what I learned, he has a whole, like, history of drawing actual child pornography. Just a quick sum up of the history of Shadman real quick. Like, he's basically one of those artists that's a part of a community called Lolly. And if you don't know what Lolly is, like, it looks like it's actual child pornography of, like, fictional characters, but in reality, like there's always some lore behind these fictional characters. It's like, well, actually, like, you see, like, this character may look young, but she's actually fucking 400 years old, so technically it's not a child. Like that kind of bullshit, right? He went to that to actually drawing characters of actual, like actual children getting exploited, like fictional children, such as, like, Caillou, for an example. And under that same post, like when Shadman drew a picture of Caillou and the Caillou's mom having, like, some type of sexual intercourse, which is blurred, of course, Kris can be seen replying under that saying, I need an adult. What does that mean? I can only imagine, considering that this dude has a history of doing it over the course that's been exposed over the course of the last few days. So only God knows what he could mean by that, right? And regarding Lava, like, it wasn't also just on Discord that he was having, like, relationships with him and, like, all that other stuff. He went off platform and sent him messages, it's like such as saying, like through a snap saying, coming for America, with a U, by the way, not an O, a U. You know what that means. So he said that, and so, like, he just took Lava off of like, you know, Discord to add him on Snap to say these things, which is, like, another common case which can also be argued as grooming. But again, it's hard to say he's actually grooming him if there was, like, no actual sexual intent, like, being resulted between these two. Like, that's the thing. Thankfully, regarding all of these allegations, Kris announced, like I said earlier, that he will be stepping away from the Mr. Beast team and will no longer be in any videos at all whatsoever. Which is quite ironic because literally a year before, he said he quit anyway so that way he can go spend more time with his family and taking care of his son. But whatever, cool, like I guess he already quit permanently, even though he already did, so that way, again, he can go take care of his fucking child that he has. So it doesn't make sense, so why would you come out and say, hey, I'm quitting, when you already quit? Like, I don't think that's the thing that enough people are talking about. Like, so many people are saying, oh, thank God he quit. But, like, bro, he already quit a fucking year ago. So it doesn't make any sense to me why everyone's already celebrating. He already quit. And it's also scary because, like, remember, this dude was talking inappropriately to minors. And keep in mind, he has a kid, which is also pretty fucking scary. I'm not even kidding. I've seen some people even trying to get a hold of CPS on Twitter, like saying, hey, there's an issue. We have a child predator, like an alleged child predator, fucking, grooming other people, and all this other shit. And now, like, people are actually trying to contact CPS on Twitter and by saying, hey, someone save this kid and get him out of Kris's possession. I really feel bad for all the trans people because, like, lots of people are just saying that, like, this is gonna set them back, like, probably, like, another fucking 25 years. Sadly, that is more than likely what's going to happen because, like, lots of people, like, see one one person and a part of a group of people that they don't like because they do something that they disagree with, and then they see that one person do something bad, and it's like, oh yeah, like they're all like that. And even before this whole situation, people were saying like all trans people are pedophiles. How? Why? I literally don't understand that. Like, how does that work? Like, how are people that identify themselves as a woman pedophiles? I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. The crazy part about Shadman, by the way, is that, like, this dude has a history with also of other content creators, like, supporting him. And following this whole situation, like, lots of people were calling out Shadman, and like, for some reason, some people decided to actually go back to those people that were calling out Shadman and just saying, you know what, I mean, they didn't say this publicly, obviously, but I can just imagine and be like, you know what, let me check your past replies and likes and all that shit and see if you supported Shadman back then, which apparently some of them did. There was actually a list that was released, but it's just crazy. Like, I don't get how people can even support this, but because, like, the only reason why some people actually supported this, from what I'm hearing, is that apparently some people were supporting this because, like, they were drawing, like, sexually explicit images of an 8-year-old, which is a daughter of Keemstar, which, as you guys know, not many people like Keemstar for lots of reasons. Some people think, oh, you know what, like he's Keemstar, like you know what, like no one cares about Keemstar, like who gives a fuck about that guy? But the thing is, obviously, it doesn't make it right. It's fucked up that people are even trying to defend this because, like, all because it's someone that you don't like. So your response is, oh, you know what, let me cheer someone on for drawing child porn of them. Like, it's fucked up, and, like, it amazes me that people are even defending that. It amazes me that people have to use 2 brain cells instead of 1 just to figure out, like, maybe I shouldn't have been doing that, cheering them on. Yeah, you shouldn't have been. And I'm not saying, like, that's what some of them said either. Like, I can just imagine them a few days from now, or probably, like, even a few weeks from now, like, after this whole situation is over and it's gonna die down, and people are gonna be like, man, like, I remember the time I fucking cheered on a child porn artist all because he was drawing images of someone that, like, someone's daughter that I didn't like, or what the fuck ever. I can just imagine them saying it, but then it's like you shouldn't have been supporting it in the first place. So, like, what in the back of your head makes you think that's funny, all because it's someone that you don't like, or someone's daughter, and all this other complicated shit that I can't put into words. I'm stuttering so much. This whole thing is insane, dude. Like, it is diabolical. And it pisses me off so much because I defended this dude for so fucking long. Just for him, like, in the long run, for him to get exposed as a actual, like, almost a child groomer and predator. Like, this shit is fucking crazy. Like, I cannot imagine defending someone that you like all because, like they're getting hate for, coming out as trans. But now it's like, I don't give a fuck anymore because you are now being outed as a pedophile. So at this point, it's just like, I give up on you. It's sad. I can only imagine, like, oh, dude, defending someone for so long because they get hate because of a major decision that they made, like, publicly, like, to the public eye. It's like, I, like, fight for this dude, but then it gets outed as a pedophile in the long run. And now it's like, wow, I can't believe I wasted so much fucking energy for you and time. Even before this whole situation, I'm gonna be completely honest, like, I stopped defending for this dude a long time ago. Because the thing is, like, he gets political all the damn time, and then a few months ago, before this whole, like, thing went down, like, all these accusations came out and whatever, he, like, was going out calling people neo-Nazis and some other absurd bullshit. All mainly his haters that hated on him because he was trans. Just some other stupid bullshit. He's just using fire against fire. So it's like you have 2 bullshits going up against bullshits, making one large bullshit. I don't even know what I just said there, but like, it makes sense. Following this, Jimmy announced that he has removed Kris entirely from the company. He says that he does not condone or like, respect any of these inappropriate jokes or just have any good association with these jokes in its entirety. Like the fact that he's saying that, like inappropriate acts and like these aren't acts. Like these are not just regular acts. Like these are acts of literal pedophilia. I mean, like this is absurd. That like these aren't just acts, Jimmy. These are acts of pedophilia. Other than that, as of now, when I'm recording this, that's pretty much all I have to say because there's nothing else going on with this situation. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much all I have to say. If more details comes out about the situation, I'll like make an update video on this to see if anything happens with Kris or if anything new comes out or whatever. Because something small comes out, or like if something pretty small detail that comes out that turns out to be pretty major, like maybe I'll make it into a short or something. I don't know yet, but if something happens, I'll keep you guys updated on it. Follow my Twitter. I tweet a bunch of random shit over there. Follow my Instagram. I post a bunch of random pictures of me or anything funny I find in my camera roll. And I'll like re-upload things from my TikTok, which are onto my Instagram. Which, by the way, go follow me on TikTok. I post a bunch of random mini commentaries and skits. They're actually called Stitches on TikTok, but I just call them mini commentaries. Don't ask why. I just do. Follow my Twitch. I posted some gaming goals I'm going to go for on my Twitter and Instagram. They're both pinned to both my Twitter and Instagram profiles. I'm overall just going to be streaming over there more and like, focusing on more gaming content. But yeah. So hopefully like more gaming content in the future for you guys, I'm hoping, you know. Join my Discord, it is dead. I would like to have some people in there. And other than that, that's pretty much all I have to say. See ya.